Hey everybody, welcome back to The Witcher 3. We're on our way to talk to the Nilfgaardians to get a potential whereabouts of Yennefer. And after we do that, I'm going to dive into the interface stuff a bit, check out our inventory, check out our character stats, see the skill tree, and maybe do a little bit of planning there. We'll see how it goes. But for now, we're going to worry about these Nilfgaardians. Now look at the weather. Was it not beautiful not too long ago, and now all of a sudden it's like, look, the trees are blowing, like it's wild. You can, it's like you feel it.
Slow now, whoa.
It's not just you look up and the sky's gray, okay, it's storming. No, this is potential storm.
Decently, that is what you folk lack. Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Gwynleve is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
The legendary Gwynleve. You got any work for a witcher?
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go.
Okay. Guards won't tolerate theft. Be careful. Oh!
Don't be a
so we can't... Oops. So we can't just take anything we want. That's interesting. I wonder if we could jump this. I bet we probably could. Yeah, we can. Oh, hi there. A Dorian sword. So let's just take a look here. Books and documents, select the usables tab. So it has like a damage comparison. We've got this Dorian sword, and compared to our steel, it's 22 to 26, 3% critical chance. This one does armor piercing. It's tough to say which one's going to be better. Let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, we're not gonna make this leap, that's for sure. Oh, look at the shadow. Sorry, it's just like little things like that. It's so cool. Okay, now, armor-wise, you can now use this potion during gameplay. Press R to activate the potion in the first slot, or F to activate the potion in the second slot. Okay, fair enough. This is better armor. Resistance to piercing damage, bludgeoning damage, and slashing damage compared to... Yeah, it's pretty similar, but just a higher armor rating. And we get some color in our life. Why not? Man, I really hope we make this jump back. I see you up there.
My brothers will never believe it.
Looks like we've got a blacksmith back in the corner. I wonder if they're willing to do things for me. I guess for a price. Use special grindstones to temporarily enhance your weapons. Doing so grants a bonus to the damage dealt by your weapons. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. And we can just do that, like, anytime? Craftsman can craft a variety of items for you for a small fee, of course. Blacksmiths for his weapons, armorers make armor. If you find a crafting diagram, take it to a craftsman of the right type and skill level to have them craft the item for you.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters, they got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
How's morale around here?
Morale holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
I'll take a look and see what you have.
Show me what you're peddling.
Basically, no Gwent cards, so that's a disappointment. However, all sorts of different crafting items. We're a little bit poor at the moment. Guess would be the best way I could describe it. I don't know if it's a good idea to pick up one of these weapon repair kits. It might be. Let's go ahead and grab one. Just in case. I'm also, so we have some of this armor, Kaer Morhen armor. And while I know we could sell it, there's certain armors that we can upgrade down the road, from my understanding, and I'm just not sure what we should get rid of and what we should keep. So for now, I'm pretty much just gonna hoard.
Like you to craft something for me.
Okay, and so let's see. On the left side of the screen is a list for crafting diagrams in your possession. Click on a category or diagram to select it. And then we've got, on the right side is the screen is a detailed description of the currently selected item. Fair enough. Center of the screen shows the components needed to craft it. Creating items, craftsmen need to eat too. To have them craft an item, you must pay for their services. If you have the required coin, press enter to craft the currently selected diagram. You need to find a craftsman with the right specialty, armorer or blacksmith, for the type of item you wish to craft, and with enough skill to craft the item of its quality. Some items can be dismantled in order to obtain new crafting components. To dismantle an item, go to the craftsman and use the dismantle panel. So we have quite a few different things here. But as you can see, we're missing most of the components, and the other thing that we're missing is the craftsman's level is too low. It's kind of interesting, actually.
So long.
That's going to be a lot, like, there's going to be a lot that we can do just around crafting.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
We're looking for a
Yennefer
woman.
of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area.
Okay.
Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people.
Uh-huh.
The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No. too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
Yeah, well, obviously I'll do that for you.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Well, we could use some more information. What else do you know?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow.
Mislav.
A
Okay.
little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Mm-hmm. Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Tomira and Mislav. Thanks.
Essundiakten.
Essundiakten. Okay. If your current quest has more than one objective, you can choose which objective is tracked by pressing V. Oh, cool. Okay. So the herbalist or the hunter. If we check our map, it's too bad that it doesn't really... Ah, there we go. Okay. So this is the herbalist. Let's go there first. Here, have some light. It's also interesting that our, like, the timer for our enhanced weapon there doesn't seem to decrease when we're talking to people. It's a pretty good benefit for us, I would say. Once discovered, signposts allow you to travel directly from one location to another. Walk up to a signpost and press E to fast travel. I'm gonna not be fast traveling as often as I can. Oh, he might have trouble getting over here.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Let's ride.
Take it easy.
Hold on. Was that drowners we saw?
Faster.
I thought we did.
Ah!
Are you serious?
Ah!
Oh, who's this now?
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folk said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Okay.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this. It's nearby. Is that to say that we could blow up that barrel? Most likely. Okay, here's where the cart went into the bushes.
Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp.
That's one thing we're gonna have to make sure that we always do is examine them. Because, if we don't, we could easily overlook it. Oh, what is this, bees? I'm not a big fan of bees. Yeah, that'll do.
Here's the cart.
Oh, those are... Okay, those are things that are making noise. I understand now. Better be careful here. We might get jumped.
Cart's riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around.
Okay. I thought he said they were attacked by like a beast.
With arrows.
Bear fat.
An arrow. Didn't mention this.
And he said he ate this horse, hooves and all, but... That's okay.
Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with BFL. Big fat liar. Locked strong box.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
I think he attacked these guys. That's pretty ballsy for him to do that, and then maybe he's just worried about the drowners getting him. And look, he's got it. He's got a bow. All signs point to liar.
Oh, and you find the box?
Yeah, I don't know, pal.
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver, with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hag to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
Uh-huh.
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better rider than you are a liar.
Just like that, he's gonna leave? I guess so.
That's it, Roach.
Bad idea.
It's not gonna end well.
Let it rain. Wash the blood from the fields.
Gotta get him out of here.
It's kind of a weird place for him to fall.
Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Giermer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live and fight once more for a free North.
Are you kidding me? If I let him go, then kind of no harm, no foul. I don't think I'm going to turn him into the Nilfgaardians, because I certainly don't have an allegiance to those guys. And if I keep the medicine, then it might turn out, like if they find the medicine on me, they would know that it obviously didn't arrive, and then I'd be pinned. This is kind of a tough call, actually. And like, what am I gonna do with the medicine? But maybe then I could kind of administer it as I see fit, and to where I see fit. Man, that's tough. It's gonna come back to bite me, I think, but... I'm gonna give it to him.
Fine. Go. And may you and your soldier buddies hiding in the bushes be victorious in your struggle against Nilfgaard.
You've a vile sense of humor. But you're a decent man. Here, the gold I promised. Use it well. Drink to the silver lilies, and to Foltest's memory.
So what's crazy about that, like, so this is my thought process, right, is if we keep that medicine and we get caught with it, obviously they're gonna blame us. And I don't know if pissing off the Nilfgaardians is the best idea we've ever had at this current point in time. So we'll give it to these guys. I'm trying to defend their home. I think I can kind of work with that.
Move it.
We'll see.
Come on now.
And of course, the herbalist has pretty much unlimited ingredients here. I hope she doesn't mind. I wonder if she's gonna call me out on taking all of her plants. Uh-oh.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the... Red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Did a griffin attack her?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Is there anything that I could potentially do?
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But?
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
She'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think he actually does, but...
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Maybe. I was wondering because it said that it would attract the griffin from like a really huge range, right? But it's kind of tough for me to understand that because why wouldn't it just go and find all of this buckthorn regardless? The fact that it's underwater, well, that's pretty amazing. Okay, so this is actually a good time to figure out how to brew a dose of the swallow potion. So alchemy, I guess. Let's see. Swallow. So we need celandine and dwarven spirit. I don't suppose. Celandine, beautiful. So it's the yellow plants that we need. That's blow ball, not quite the same. Here we go. Okay, I think that's everything we need for that. I'd like to give her the potion because worst case scenario, she dies. Best case scenario, she doesn't die. Now we need dwarven spirit. Where am I gonna get that from? I mean, maybe she sells it? She probably sold the celandine as well, but...
Yes?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
What about the... Ah, there we go. It's there. She has it. Dwarven spirit. I have just enough money to make one too. That's interesting. Let's ask her about her story, then we'll brew it. See if we can help.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it?
Yeah.
Can't remember how many times I've been there. How many times Mother Nenica stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Nenica.
What was your name?
I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslath. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
That's kind of tough. I mean, they always were strict there.
Farewell.
Alright, now, let's go ahead and brew this. To create an item, you need the right ingredients. Here you can find a description of the item you created. Items are created or divided into categories. Click on the desired formula to select it. There we go. Press enter. There it is. In order to use an item during gameplay, it must first be equipped in the inventory panel. Select the inventory panel, press page up or page down, or use the arrows. Okay, fair enough. So does it make 3 every time? Yeah, see, and that's where we can just equip these for immediate usage, which is awesome. Now we have to take it to her, not to...
Yes?
The girl herself. Here's the potion.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately, but I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
I like her. You've gained... Oh, cool. You've gained an ability point. Backspace to go to the character panel. This is actually perfect timing because I want to go through some of the interface stuff. Is that what she gave us, or did she give us something else? Of sweat and blood? Bestiary entry added. A veil hangs between the world men see and the one they cannot. This veil blocks the dead from the view of the living and the living from the view of the dead. Some mages can break through this veil and communicate with the dead, or else summon them to the world of the sun for short periods of time. This is the art known as necromancy. The dead can also break through the veil and enter the world of the living on their own, yet unlike the necromancers, in doing so they are not driven by reason and will, but by a thoughtless, irrational need. This need arises from powerful emotions such as regret, longing, or wrath. Very often these emotions gain their powers by being invested in a material object by the dead individual while he or she still knew life. The objects most frequently so endowed: wedding rings, favorite toys, or the instrument used for the crime which sent the returned individual to the other world in the first place. Very cool. So we read these burned papers before. Here's the other contracts that we have. Yennefer's letter. Forgive me for not asking about your health or how you've been the last few years. Time is short. I have important news. We must meet and soon. Ride to Willoughby near Vizima, and don't spare the horses. While I do eagerly await our reunion, I won't be able to wait eagerly or otherwise very long. I have the unicorn. Okay. Let's see here. So we've got some dark ore. And I like that it highlights the things that we haven't looked at before. That's cool. Okay, so let's do a couple of things here. Number one, let's look at our stats. So overall, we've got all of our kind of numerical stats on this side, and then we have signs and their kind of damage or percentage increases on this side. Let's see here. Here's a breakdown in our DPS. Very detailed. Total playtime. 2 hours, 10 minutes, 18 seconds. Crazy. All right. Next, what else do we have? So we've got... Let's take a look at our weapons here. I think we're good with the weapon that we have. I mean, the only argument that I could make for going to the Witcher Steel Sword is the armor piercing, right? I like that we can do these comparisons. I think that's pretty amazing. The The durability is significantly higher, and it is worth more. I think maybe the armor piercing in the end would probably do more damage, but it's really tough to say. We'll leave it for now. Let's see what else. So here's our world map, our quests. So Beast of the White Orchard, suggested level 3, which is cool. I like that all of these things are highlighted so we can tackle them at the appropriate time. What I'll do is probably before, definitely don't want to find the buckthorn right away, because if we find it, I have to assume the griffin's going to come and nail us. What I'd like to do is probably ask the hunter first, then go and find the buckthorn. We've also got Dune Wildenvert and the Gwent cards, which will be probably ongoing. So we'll probably go to find Dune, but we are level 2 now, so we could probably do the Devil by the Well. And here is our character level screen. So when you've gained a certain number of experience points, you advance to the next level. You get experience points for killing monsters and completing quests. You receive ability points every time you gain a level. Using these points, you can acquire new abilities or improve the ones you already have. Okay. An ability color indicates what branch it belongs to. So I guess swordsmanship, signs, and alchemy. Choose an ability and click on it using right mouse to develop it. So these just separate into categories, I guess. Okay, so it's combat. I see. I don't want to just invest right now because I'd really like to see how these work. Looks like we have a couple of slots over here. Place an ability here to activate it. So we level it up here, then place it, which means we can't have unlimited abilities going on, it seems. We've got mutagen slots to kind of mesh with these potentially. And it looks like these unlock every 2 levels, 10, 12, and then 15, 18, 22, 26, and 30. So if I'm led to believe what I'm seeing here, we are going to have a total of 12 abilities. But we could probably switch them in and out as we go. We've got a whole bunch in the signs that we can invest in. And then I see, okay. So we're definitely going to get a lot of ability points, but we're going to go beyond our level most likely so that we can develop these and then place them wherever we want. I'm not going to invest in one right now because I'd like to take my time to go through, figure out kind of the general path that I would like to go, and then I will invest in these. But let's see what else we got going on. So we've got our quests, our world map, meditation. You choose how long you'll rest, double click on the time, easy enough. The bestiary. Okay, so these are all the different animals we've run into, including tips and strategies on how to best fight them. That's super cool. Tutorials. Interesting. We've got our characters here. Perform a charge. That must be just for Ciri. Interesting. Okay, so perhaps these will come up as we go. I'm not going to go through the tutorial stuff. The characters, I think I'm going to go through very soon, just so that we're all caught up, and then we can actually, just read them as they come in. So this is really cool. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to go through all of the different abilities here and kind of decide on a path and see where I want to go. And then when we come back, the first thing I'll do is invest some of these points. I have level 2 and I guess 1 ability point. Yeah, points available 1. And that will kind of decide where we go from there. But I think we're in a pretty good spot. This is really cool. I'm also liking just these random little side missions that we're finding. Like, they're interesting. I'm actually like, I like this girl already, and I don't even know her. And hopefully we've saved this Lena. That's what she gave us, venom extract. And a manuscript page for cursed oil. Okay. Of sweat and blood, she also gave us that, so we did catch that one. Night Wraith deconcoction. Noonwraith decoction. Bestiary entry added for Night Wraiths. And Noonwraiths. Plague Maidens. Jeez. That's a ton of stuff. Let's see here. So here's the venom extract. Used to craft gear and items. It's a relic. Very cool. All right, so we'll take a bit of a break. When we come back, we'll pick up in this hut. I will invest in one of our abilities, and we'll go and ask the hunter where he found these bodies. I don't want to fight the griffin just yet, but I'd be good to find all the stuff we need and then just make it happen. So, thanks guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.